Hello guys, welcome welcome back to my channel where the makeup and sass keeps you coming back for more. Today is going to be day 3 of 12 days of Christmas. We are going to be getting this Beat Glam holiday ready face of makeup. The holidays are time for parties, for gatherings, for seeing people. So you want to make sure your face looks good for all the pictures that you're about to be in. So if you want to see how I got this full beat of makeup, then please stay tuned. I will note that I did not do my eyes in this video because like they were just super basic, and I feel like I've done something like this before. I definitely focused more on the skin and giving you guys some tips and tricks just to know how to make your makeup last longer for those parties, for those long nights that you're going to be spending with people. So yeah, before we jump into this tutorial, please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like and comment down below if you enjoyed anything about this video. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. And yeah, as well as don't forget to check me out on Instagram and Twitter. I do post I think a lot more there than I do here. So if you want to see more fun stuff and what I'm up to, be sure to follow me on those platforms. So let me stop rambling on and let's just jump right into today's tutorial. Alright, let's jump right into this Beat Holiday Glam face. The first step in our process is going to be some priming spray or prep spray. You can literally use whatever you have. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Vitamin Infusion Complexion Spray. That's just because that's what I have right in front of me, but please don't feel obliged to go buy this particular item, you know. Next, we're gonna go in with this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Primer. This is a primer that I really love. I really stan this primer a lot. Like if you've been following my channel this year, you will see that this is a primer that I have used over and over again because it's so good and just never fails me. And best of all, this primer is only like $10. So like, that's just such a win to me that I love it. Alright, so this next step is very much optional. However, if you are an oily face girl like me and your pores just ooze out oil, then I definitely recommend this step for you. However, like I said, it's super unnecessary, totally up to you. And what I'm talking about is just setting our primer with some loose powder. The loose powder that I'm going to use today is this Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder. This is in their medium shade. I really love this powder for this reason because it's so finely milled. But like I said, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. I just find that this helps my foundation like last longer and keeps my my oil away for longer. And I just put that on my T-zone, like where I have the issues with oil. And you really don't even have to put as much as me. I don't know, I'm a little crazy sometimes and I go overboard with the powder, but it's completely up to you. Now that we are looking ghost ready, we're gonna jump into our foundation. For today, I'm gonna mix two really strong heavy duty foundations, and the first one is my ultimate coveted Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This one is in the shade Rich Cocoa, but I also wear the shade Sandalwood depending on the time of the year. And then I'm going to also be mixing in my Cover FX Power Play Foundation, and this one is in the shade N100. And I'm going to be using a beauty sponge. This is from Real Techniques to blend out these foundations. You don't have to get a beauty blender. This sponge by Real Techniques is really good. And I've been really enjoying putting my foundation with this lately. So this is a win, and it's like $5. You never want to forget your neck, because you want your neck to match your outfit, or to match your body. Wow, to match your outfit. What I really was gonna say is when you're doing this neck part, please don't have your outfit on already, because what will happen is you will definitely transfer foundation to your outfit. So just try to avoid that as much as possible. But if you're a darker girl like me, that is just honestly inevitable, because our foundation color stands out on like almost every color of clothing imaginable, which is pretty annoying, but you know, what are we gonna do? Still gotta blend it into that neck though. So now that our skin is looking flawless, if I do say so myself, we're gonna jump into concealing and highlighting. I'm gonna be using the Cover FX Power Play Concealer to do this, and I use the shade G Deep 2. And I did highlight my under eyes, my chin, down the bridge of my nose, and the middle of my forehead. And I am just gonna let this, you know, sit around for a little bit. This concealer is a little liquid, so it's okay to just let it sit, you know, take a nap. No, don't take a nap. But, you know, just let it sit for a little bit. And wave it a little just to get the most amount of coverage as you possibly can. So yeah. And to blend out my concealer, I'm going to be using that same Real Technique sponge. Another thing that I usually do to give this a little bit more time to set is start by blending out like my chin and like the middle of my face before I move to my under eyes, because obviously your under eyes is where you want the most coverage. And I am just tapping my concealer to blend it in to the rest of my face. I always like to go around the area, make sure there are no harsh lines, to just make sure we have a seamless blend like this. Next, we're gonna do a little bit of cream contouring. This is not something that I do regularly, but like I said, today we're trying to be snatched. We're trying to get New Year's Eve kisses. So we're gonna contour with a little bit of cream concealer. This is my NYX Sculpt and Highlight Face Duo, and I use it in the shade Espresso and Honey. So I'm obviously gonna take the Espresso side to do a little bit of cream contouring, just a little bit. Don't go overboard. For my nose contour, I'm going to take like this kind of angled small fluffy brush to blend this out. And by blend out, I mean tap it in. And then just using my sponge from earlier, I'm going to just go over that. Make sure we have no harsh lines. And I did kind of like put that like concealer into like this brow space, because that is a trick that I've seen other people doing, and it does help their nose contour just like be more snatched. And then I'll go over this later with like a little bit of powder and whatnot. But so far, I really like the way this nose contour is coming out. I don't usually contour my nose, but I like it. Now we're gonna just blend the rest of this out. Don't want to forget to cover up our chin, our double chin, if you're like me. So now I'm going to set my under eyes using the KKW powder. This is in the shade 4. And then I'm going to set the rest of my face using the ColourPop NoFilter powder. This is in their medium deep shade. For my under eyes, I'm going to use this really small Real Technique sponge, just because I want to make sure I get like close to my eyes. And then also, this is a small container, and I hate when I like push powder out, because this is expensive. We can't waste this. But I also just think this is like a nice way of making sure your under eyes just set really, really well, because this is small and concentrated. Okay guys, so I have let this powder, or all of these powders, sit on my face for like a few minutes, not too long. Now I'm just going to dust away all of this powder and just blend everything together using my Sephora MicroSmooth powder, and I use it in the shade Deep. I'm not going to go too heavy with this. It's just going to be like 1, 2, just to like help everything blend together. Now I'm going to go in with my Becca bronzer in the shade Maui Nights to just bronze up this face, bring some color back, you know, because we're looking a little cool tone right now. Now for some blush, I'm going to be using this blush by KKW Beauty called Karma, just to rosen up our cheeks a little bit more. See? And if you feel like you put too much blush, as I do right now, just go back with your face powder brush again and just sweep over it to just help blend everything in. See? A little bit better. And now we are going to melt all of these powders in place. So I know y'all probably like, sis, you done use like 5 to 10 different powders today. No. Now this is where the magic comes in. Take your favorite setting spray. I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay All Nighter spray because I swear by this, and I am going to just drown myself in this and let this just melt and sink in and give it a little wave as it does that. And before our face gets too dry, we are going to go in with our highlighter. I'm going to be using my Artist Couture highlighters in collaboration with Jackie Aina in La Bronze and La Peach to just brighten this face up. You know what I mean? So I always go in with La Bronze first. My La Bronze is a hot mess because loose powders just do that to you. And I'm going to add only La Peach to the center of my face because it's a little brighter and I like to highlight there a little more. And of course, if you're like me and you're like, oh, I think I overdosed on highlighter, just take like a clean fluffy brush and, you know, try to blend it in as much as possible. Final steps for our look is going to be lips. We're going to go in with my MAC Chestnut Liner, all-time fave here. Line these lips. Then I'm going to go in with this KKW lipstick in the shade Classic K. And then to bring this lip to another level, I'm going to use this lip gloss from one of the MAC and Patrick Star collabs in Mama Star Kiss to just brighten this whole thing up. And voila guys, I'm going to go ahead and fix my hair, put on some earrings, you know, the whole shebang, and I'll be right back to show you guys this final glam look. Alrighty guys, so this is the final completed look. Honestly, all I did was put my hair down and like pop on some earrings. I absolutely love the way my face looks right now. Like, I think that my skin looks so good. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something. You know, I hope you guys have a fun holiday season. You know, 'tis the season to be jolly. So please be sure to have fun, enjoy yourselves before we have to get back to our real lives, which may be school or work. But either way, I just hope you guys really had fun with this makeup, and let me know if there's anything else that I can do to help you guys out. I would love to share all that I know, what little information it is, but I would love to share as much as possible with you guys. So yeah, that's it for today's tutorial. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm really trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this year. I know that that's pushing it because I only have like 2.5, 3 weeks left, but I think we can do it. So please be sure to subscribe, share this video, as well as follow me on my other platforms, Instagram and Twitter, if you want to see more content. So yeah, thank you for watching and have a good holiday season.